Hello, this is William with CommanderCast.com recording our final game for the Alpha build, Ice Age Edition, Avacyn. Alright then, so we've got 2 lands, but we have a Felwar Stone, Hand of Justice, Tormod's Crypt. Good luck, have fun to everyone participating today. I'm pretty leery of this. The Tormod's Crypt would be great to have against Savra, but 2 lands and a stone, that's not enough. We get something close though. So we're going to have for 4 lands, Personal Incarnation, Force Field, and Moat. Today we are up against Ruhan of the Fawari, Damia, Sage of Stone, Savra, Queen of the Golgari. Alright then, go ahead and make sure we F8 through all this nonsensical silliness. Yep. And it comes in with an Overgrown Tomb. Now then, so we got Ruhan, which could be virtually anything. Could be Ruhan Voltron, could be Ruhan Chaos, could be Ruhan Reanimator Artifact. We have a Mana Vault, so we could use that to power something out, but I'm going to go ahead and hold on to that for now. The alternative is to go ahead and just play it now, and then wait until we have mana. Yeah. This is as good a time as any to actually play it out. And then we're going to pass. Oh man, Ruhan's kind of a little salty about Savra being here. Savra is kind of a very good stacks controlled deck. And unfortunately for Ruhan, he's not playing more than 1 creature a turn usually. Alright then, so Ruhan just laying down the island, passing the turn. Going back over to Damia. She's got a Swamp, she's got her Signet. That's good. Thought we F8. Now, like I said, the Mana Vault isn't going to help us get Avacyn out faster because she's a triple white cost. But that's going to mean we're going to have 5 mana next turn. And I am not F8 for some reason. Alright, my turn. Yeah, we're not going to pay 4. No, we don't want to pay 4 for Mana Vault. Make sure we auto-yield to that next time. So now we have 5 mana. I don't want to use it to just play a Force Field, though. So we're just going to go ahead past turn. Well, I don't think we need to justify ourselves. They'll see it plenty soon. Like, we got Mana Vault out. We're not really doing anything with it right now. But we can get a Personal Incarnation next turn. And then we'll just start punching Savra over there. Morph? Alright then. With an Elixir of Immortality. Key. So next turn we have Mana Vault coming out. Nothing with the Dawn Treader Elk, it looks like. Let's see, no, we're not going to see. Always yield to that trigger. No for the Mana Vault. We do get Urza's Mind, though. So we have our 6 mana. Let's go ahead and play her in Personal Incarnation. And now we're done. Well, no, that's not true. We want to make sure we have some priority so that we can redirect damage, I see. Palinchron plus Phantasmal Image. That's... Ruhan's asking about Palinchron and Phantasmal Image. It's certainly a strong combo. Alright, so going over to Damia's turn, we actually need to make sure we don't give up priority here. because we need to be able to use our personal incarnation. Alright then, personal incarnation. He's been hanging around for a little while, quite a while here. Just every time I play him, I'm actually having fun. Like, he's a big old 6/6 that you actually can't kill in combat. Gilded Lotus, that's a good one. Let's see, now there's the question. Do I want to take out Damia or do I want to take out Savra? Because with Damia, she's going to constantly refill, and we're not going to be able to keep up with that. The Savra, though, not playing creatures as often as we... And well, with... You know what? I'm kind of with Ruhan on this. Savra needs to go. Alright, so Savra's going to get punched in the face for 6. So tap, sack him, -4/-4, eh? Sack any creature, it's -1, -1. No, we're not going to pay the 4. So we will just take... Yeah, we're going to yield to that Mana Vault trigger. We have reverse damage. Go ahead, play our planes, go to the attacks, and going after Savra with our personal incarnation. Haha, what you gonna do about this? That's right. So with that being said, we're gonna put down Force Field. And pass turn. Let's see, so if he wants to swing back at us, fine. We can prevent that damage. We got Akashi in town, so we can just drop a bunch of tokens out if we need to. Next turn, if we don't get any other lands, it's the Urza Mine, and then Avacyn will get a chance to come down. But not while the Phyrexian Plague Lord is out, because he can actually just snipe her. There's Ruhan! Ruhan! Good thing we got the Force Field out. Because now that that's here, if he hits at us, it's just going to be for 1. Audioed. Text Twilight this turn if able. Alright, so Ruhan's going to be swinging around. Just a big ol' 7/7 for 4 mana. If I was playing one-on-one Commander, I would be really tempted to use this guy, because he's just a 7/7 beater for 4. That's really, really good. Let's see. Damia is not going to be doing anything. She does have her Underground Sea, a tropical island. Kind of mixing up the arts there, don't you think, though? We'll have to make sure that we get the Vintage Masters art every time we get a dual land. Which at that point, we'll have gotten like everything else, so I think we can afford to spring for that extra bit of art. There's Savra. Oh boy. And I just realized that this is going to hurt. Everyone sacks a creature. Yeesh. This is actually going to suck. Kind of forgot without Savra out and no other creatures, the personal incarnation is going to make us lose half our life. That bad. Okay. But Ruhan's going to be gone. But the engine will be gone too. So, yeah, no, we're not paying for that. There is swords, though. So, let's see. Whenever you sack a black creature, you may pay 2 life. If you do, each other player sacks a creature. Whenever you sack a green creature, you gain life. So, whenever you sack a black creature... Not a way to get instant speed tokens. Get rid of the engine now. I'm gonna lose half my life. Because, let's see, 1 minute short of being able to play the Akashi in town. There's no way for me to actually do anything because the sacrifice trigger is going to go on top of that. Well, let's see. Dies, so only loses half of his or her life rounded up. Ah, YOLO. Alright then. Force the pop. I mean, the value's almost too good not to sack a creature now. But this could be a very powerful engine if we let it get going. So this at least forces him to do something. Alright, so he's sacking Savra in order to do the thing. We can lose half our life. Or we can just lose half our life. Let's see. I can pop it with swords, though. Pop the swords, we get a small buff. I think that's better than losing half our life total. We need 2 for 1 ourselves, but... And it looks like a morph might be coming up. What's all this? What's Damian spending all this mana on? Ah, it's Bane of Living. We might actually be losing personal incarnation before then. Yep. So we're going to lose half our life. We don't even get that small life buff, so we just got 2 for 1 hard. Okay then. So, that just happened. Alright then. I mean, Bane is actually just a good guard. Alright, so Wuhan going down with the Sunforger. Dropping down the Azorius Chancery, so we have a potential target for a strip mine. I'm just going to F6, because realistically, what are we going to do? Not a whole lot. We're already running light on cards. We need to either get our land tax or our Howling Mine. We need to get one of those up. Finally seeing our force field, though. Like, I feel like today's been the first time we've really actually gotten a chance to see and use our force field. Let's see. A lot of our prevention damage effects for unblocked creatures, too. Ideally, we would want to switch them over to... Rise of the Dark Realms. That just happened. Of course, let's see, dies. Its owner loses half his or her life? Huh. Turns out to its owner instead. Just... I would lose half my life if Personal Incarnation died. If someone else sacrificed Personal Incarnation. Well, then. That is certainly something. Jin is way for 4. That's a big ramp turn, I guess. But, oh my god. Even if someone else takes it. Yeah. Meanwhile, Damia declares that she is in fact playing a Damia Lamia deck. Lamia being the generic, kind of the catch-all for snake people. Stick, 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 stick. Okay then, so we got to find a way to stop these shenanigans. Actually, just gotta die from my own personal incarnation like twice. Well, we at least get a land. Okay, so, moat time. Let's head to Moat Town. And we're passing turn. There we go. So, with the moat out, we definitely aren't going to be smacked for lethal. It's 10, 14, 18. We would actually just die to everything. Well, I think that's maybe one of the smallest Rise of the Dark runs I've ever seen. You'd think they would have played Damia, because then next turn they would have gotten good 3-card draw. Alright, Ruhan's out. Ruhan can't be swinging because moat. Only there's a way for me to get that personal incarnation back onto my field. Now the good news is, can't sack the personal incarnation to Phyrexian Plague Ward and get the Savra trigger off. Although, the fact that Savra's out there means that Savra actually was intending on bringing her back from the graveyard. Oh, Recurring Insight. Yeah, that's a good way to refill your hand. And just so happens that rune has a full grip. I'm going to look forward to when we get to blue and we get to draw cards. A zombie aggro. That's what we're going to build. A bunch of good tempo plays, stuff like that. Okay, what do we got? Damia needs to find a way to either get rid of the moat or, just kind of sit behind the moat and build stuff up. Yeah. So second the Dawn Treader Elk, Damia's going to get 2 life off of Sabra. And then what? Note to self, yield to green trigger. Savra is just a very, very strong commander. Now she's playing something. She has Cabal Coffers out, but no Urborg. It's still netting her an additional two mana. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's making her 1 mana. Phyrexian Metamorph enters as a Gilded Lotus, so ramping harder. So many. So double Gilded Lotus. Alright. She's ramping up something stupid big. She has 8 cards in hand, so she plays 1 more, restore protected land from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Sure. That's a good way to get back Cabal Coffers if someone blows it up. And now she's popping the Elixir of Immortality. So Damia and Firm Control. Right now the moat is the only thing keeping me from dying a horrible, horrible death. Now we're going over to Savra. I'm going to be at a 9-turn clock if Personal Incarnation dies. And my Mana Vault can actually just kill me. In fact, I'm at the point now where I think I might actually just... Yeah, I may... Oh! Savra gets back Genesis Wave. Savra is casting Genesis Wave. So what's the magic total going to be? This time it's going to be for 6. 2 more than last time. Life on the Loan hits the graveyard, but she does get Glencrawler. Turn all hand out creatures to put in the graveyard to start. And 4 more lands. Okay. Then there's a Temple Milady Scry. If you can just keep buying back that Genesis Wave over and over again, they're going to get really far ahead in terms of just mana value. But they've only got 3 cards in hand. Ruin has 7 cards in hand, but has very little board presence. And if he tries to equip the Sunforger, then Savra's just going to sacrifice the Phyrexian Plague Lord, or the Bane of the Living. Oh boy. Okay, so beginning of combat step for Savra. Savra's not going to really do anything though. With the Glencrawler, at the beginning of your end step, return to your hand all creatures cards in your graveyard that were put there from the battlefield this turn. And it's got Trample, and it's a 6/6. So it's a good Titan size. 4 mana for the Vault. At this point, I actually think it's worth it. Let's see. 2, 3. Yeah, we'll play the 4. And we get Holy Day. Not enough to hold up reverse damage, but it's enough for now. We'll just pass turn. Well, when you have literally nothing else you want to do, Icky. So, what's Ruhan going to try? Right now, Damia kind of has us in a small stranglehold. Got a soft lock on the board. Chips. Chips sounds good later. Might want to strip mine the Cabal Coffers. The Shrine of the Nykthos would be another good one. But that strip mine should probably be popping something off. The Gilded Lotuses are already going to be making stuff. Return to Dust, Moat, and Gilded Lotus. Why not just both Gilded Lotus, though? Well, I guess this means Ruhan's actually free to swing. But Moat's gone. Alright, so it's going to attack Savra if able. Which means Savra is going to be taking Ruhan to the face! Yep, go ahead, passing that turn. Oh boy. So, Ruhan gets in there to Savra for 7, but now Dami's going to draw yet another 6 cards off of Recurring Insight. Oh boy. Yeah, we don't have anything we can do about that. We do have our force field up, and that's going to help us if any of the really big stuff comes our way, like the personal incarnation. I guess if we really needed to, we could still use Mana Vault for it. Mana Drain! Huh! The sweet vintage Masters art from Ruhan! Very nicely done. Consuming Aberration. Right now, currently in 8/8. Whenever he casts a spell, we're going to mill until we hit a land. Speaking of which... So, fortunately, we lost our Meek Stone. So, unfortunately. Alright, that's happened. Damia continuing to just ramp, drop spells. Is the goal, like, just to mill in general? I mean, the Consuming Aberration is actually just a really, really powerful beater. Like, forget about the milling. I think it's actually correct just to play as a really stupid, strong creature. There's Puppeteer Click. What targets are there, though? I mean, there's Golgari Grave Troll now. All that's... Ouch. Eternal Witness. Brutal Exiler, Spider Spawning. Just a bunch of stuff. We lost our Strip Mine, but with that, we also lost Divine Transformation and Spirit Link. So we really need that Spirit Link to try and stabilize our life total. We have Reverse Damage, which can hopefully buff us up just enough. The Puppeteer is grabbing the Brutalizer Exarch, not the Eternal Witness. Interesting. Now, Brutalizer Exarch can grab any creature and put it on top of Damia's deck, or we can just get rid of something like my Force Field. But no, the target is the Shrine of Nykthos, trying to keep Savra's ramping under control. So now, Consuming Aberration is at 25-25. Thank God I've got my Force Field. Oh dear. And there's the sack outlet. Combo with the Puppeteer Click. So Puppeteer's going to come back. What's Click getting? Dami actually just assimilated Savra straight up. Now they're grabbing the Eternal Witness. Which is probably just going to be Recurring Insight. Yeah. So Eternal Witness is getting Recurring Insight. The good news is that Ruhan is going to have plenty of mana next turn because of that mana drain. So hopefully he'll be able to do something with those 5 cards in his hand. Okay. I think Ruhan just decided enough was enough. Strip Mine. Strip Mine, get rid of the coffers. And that is A-okay with me. Everyone's a creature lower, though. Especially after Savra's trigger resolves. Savra will have no creatures. Ruhan will have no creatures. Savra pulling work for Damia. I don't think that's how it's supposed to work, though. Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to, let your commander get taken over by another person's commander. Now's the part of the show where things start swinging. Okay, so Phyrexian Plague War over at Ruhan. Savra over at Ruhan. No? Yeah, Savra's coming at me. Bang! Coming over to Savra. Personal Incarnation of Ruhan. Brutalizer Exarch over to Savra. Eternal Witness over to me. Yep. Let's see, Eternal Fire Yields, hopefully. There we go, I can finally use my Force Field. So Savra's coming at me. Then what else was coming at me? Eternal Witness. I mean, that's 2 points of damage that I'm stopping. So it's whatever. And now the Puppet Clear Click is gone? Kind of. Graveyard. Don't see it. I think we can assume the click is just gone then. Alright then, accidentally ate a little more time than I meant to with all my posturing and pondering. We do have reverse damage up, we do have Holy Day up. So if anyone's going to die to that consuming aberration, I can actually save them. Let's see, and we have 6 mana, so we can play Avacyn and keep that up. But Avacyn's just going to die to Savra. Grave Pact. That's a good one to get. Alright, there's Life from the Loan, gain back some lands. Forgotten Ancient. Alright. Gets a counter whenever someone casts a spell. There is upkeep. They can move. Savra can move those counters around to anywhere she wants. Savra needs to drop a couple more creatures, though. No, we're not spending 4 to untap Mana Vault. Urza Tower. Alright, so we're 2/3 of the way to Natural Tron. And like I said, there's not a whole lot of point to playing any creatures right now until Savra is dealt with. We're going to auto-yield the Forgotten Ancient trigger. Ruhan is currently using the Mystical Tutor to grab something, but what? Let's take a look at what he's grabbing. Yep. Priority has gone around. Mystical Tutor resolves. Ruhan going to be grabbing, let's see what, a Cyclonic Rift? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no, not quite. Time Twister. Shuffles his or her hand and graveyard into his or her library. Alright. So that'll let everyone refill and restock. I can't actually complain. Hamlet back Goliath. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, you may put X 1/1 counters on Hamlet back Goliath where X is that creature's power. So that was with all the... Okay, here comes the Time Twister. Alright then, new hands. We'll lose our Holy Day and our reverse damage, but we might be able to draw into something we can use. Fight this situation. And we do get our Spirit Link back. Oh, wait! Shh. Let's see. No, that just makes the Consuming Aberration a 1-1. Let's see. Grave Pack trigger. Savra, Queen of the Golgari. Plague Lord. No. Alright then, so what do we get? We got Diamond Valley, Plains, Howling Mine, Plains, Neverwell's Disc, Lantax, Soul Rain, yes! Alright, it's a pretty good Time Twister for us. Swords on the Consuming Aberration, which is only a 1-1. No, now it's a 2-2. But it's also just exiled, so it doesn't particularly matter. Alright then, so next turn we go ahead, drop our Plains. That'll lead us into Soul Rain, into Lantax. Soul Rain into Howling Mine. And we'll have to drop the Neverwell's Disc. See, do we have to, though? I think we do. Like, we'll lose our Force Field and our Mana Vault. But we can drop the Neverwell's Disc now. Boundless Realms. Yeah, I think we actually just need to drop the Neverwell's Disc now. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to establish any sort of presence. Now, the good news is we can play the Neverwell's Disc, keep up mana for Force Field, then next turn, when we untap with Neverwell's Disc, tap the Mana Vault for some mana, pop the Disc, and then use that flame mana to help jumpstart our next turn. Okay, I like that plan. That plan looks fine. Baleful Strix. When it enters, draw a card. Okay. Yeah, we don't want to overcommit with our land tax. But Damia also has like all the lands right now. Personal Incarnation coming at Ruhan. Phyrexian Plague Lord coming at Savra. Savra coming at Savra. Let's see, Ruhan fetches with Scalding Tarns in response. It's all good? Alright. What? 1 mana path? Kind of want him to path my Personal Incarnation just so I don't get hit for 8. Condemn on the Phyrexian Plague Lord. Okay. That's probably the right play. Just because Plague Lord is in fact the SAC outlet engine. Plasma Capture? Is that what's going on here? No, Momentous Fall. As additional cost, cast sack a creature. Then when that happens, they'll draw cards equal to its power and gain life equal to its toughness. Which means Condemn fizzles. But Personal Incarnation still getting there for 6. Over my likeness in Savra's Commander. That's so brutal. Well, they're tapped out now, and they have to discard 2 cards. So what are they going to end up discarding? Tendo Ice Bridge. Is with a charge counter on it. Move the charge counter to add 1 mana of any color to the mana pool. Okay, so they have to discard 1 card now. It's going to be a swamp. But the swamp is whatever. So this is Solver's first turn after Time Twister. With all that mana... Oh, they had to nick those out again. Dawn Treader Elk. Well, Solver actually did have a sizable graveyard. Fortunately, we're not relying on our creatures just yet. And we also have the luxury of having 3 more lands that we can put down, so we're not going to miss out with land tax. Ivory Tower would be a good get right now, though. See, there's the Glen Crawler again, as well as the Dawn Treader Elk. So always gotta have something bigger than that, right? She's floating 7 right now. For Doomgape, at the beginning of your upkeep, second creature and you gain life equal to that creature's toughness. It's a 10/10 trampler. Yep, sacks the elk, gets off the Grave Pact. Savra sacks bird. Makes everyone else sack a creature. Which is going to trigger the Grave Pact. Which means I'm going to lose my... Oh no! They sacrifice Savra. And here goes the dynamite. Board just wiped itself. I have now been dealt... 75% of my damage has now been dealt to me by my own card. Image is me punching myself in the face. Welp, that's actually just unfortunate. But with a creature menace gone, I think we can't afford to put stuff out now. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and play our land for the turn. We'll play the Soul Ring. Soul Ring will help pay for Halley Mine. We've got land tax. And then let's go ahead and set up Neverall's disc. Alright, we're okay. So, going back over to Ruhan. We did in fact just drop our entire hand, more or less. But with the creature menace, actually being dealt with. And Savra's still in the graveyard. Okay? This way, we can go ahead and try and rebuild our resources in our hand, while still maintaining the threat of a Nevernull's disc. Fact of the matter is, we need to get rid of a Grave Pact or something. Alright, so Misty comes out to play for Stoneforge Mystic. Alright, for Ruhan. So Misty comes out. What's she grabbing? Okay, so Misty searches out the Sword of Fire and Ice. Sunforger. Equip the Stoneforge Mystic. And Ruhan does have the red and the white open. So Ruhan can actually start getting that Sunforger going. Could involve counter spells, removal, more tutor effects. Nature's Lore. Search your library for a forest and put that card on the battlefield. Alright. Well, we have mana. We just need cards now. And thanks to this land tax, we'll be drawing our 4 cards a turn. If we can get the Ivory Tower, we can build our way back into this game. Until then, we need to rely on our force field and save our disc for if everything just goes completely off the jerk. Because if someone were to build up an army and they got rid of our force field, that would be really bad news for us. We would need the Neverall's disc as insurance. See, could potentially take a turn off to play Diamond Valley, but I don't want to do that until we actually have creatures to play. Personal Incarnation. So, Dark Vorted Combs, Temple of the False God, Deserted Temple? What sort of dummy deck is this? The Damia deck is just a really big ramp deck, I think. I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a mind grind in here. Everyone mills till they hit X amount of lands. Just do it for such an obscene amount number where they don't actually have enough lands in the deck to pay for that X. Just lose their entire deck. So I'm probably going to need Felden's Cane at some point. Traumatize! Supercharge someone's graveyard. Yeah. So, Sovereign just got all the things. Abrupt Decay on the Sunforger can't be countered. Well, this is why I include stuff like Face Shield. So, Sunforger. Sunforger's gonna cast. What's he gonna cast? What's it gonna cast? I mean, if you have a way to blink the artifact, you can do that. But the only way I can't think of anything that would really do that except for maybe... Does Eerie Lintitude blink out permanents or just creatures? That would be important. There's also the fact that if you're not running Face Shield, I don't know what you would have that would give an artifact protection from a color. Also, why does it have can't be countered like that? Return to Dust. Targeting the Grave Pact. So it looks like we will actually be able to get off creatures now. Oh, but Savra's got something to say about that. Thespian Stage. Copying Nykthos. Wait, what? That's a Nambo? Legendary land, brah. Yeah. So, they done goofed. Savra goofed. Forgot that Nykthos was in fact a legendary land. Abrupt Decay goes off. Sun Forger is gone. Savra only has 8 minutes left, though. Grim Feast. At the beginning of your upkeep deals 1 damage to you. Whenever a creature is put into an opponent's graveyard from the battlefield, you gain life equal to its toughness. Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh my god. That is actually just amazing. I need that in Savra. Not Savra, Farika. Farika, yeah. I play Farika. And that is actually just an amazing card for that deck. Holy shoot. So is this... Let's see. Now he's casting Damia. Damia's going to draw him 2 cards next turn. Using that elixir again. This is where the Jester's Cap would actually be really good. And then I don't think we have to worry about anything on Savra's end, so we're just going to F6. That's the... Let's see. That's right. Damia's not going to get any Howling Mine draws, because it triggers at the beginning of each player's draw step. Okay then, so Savra's got plenty of mana. The Cabal Coffers doesn't need the Urborg Hat right now to make a really good amount. Down and Dirty. Target player discards 2 cards. Return target card from your graveyard to your hand. Targeting me? Well, I guess we're just going to get more planes with that, land tax anyway. Let's see. Down and Dirty. Did that say any card? Rise from the Dark Realms! See, this is why I was saying we needed our Nevermor's disc. Let's take a look. Let's see Down and Dirty. I don't see Down and Dirty. Whoops. Okay. So, if Personal Incarnation dies, I will have taken almost all my damage off of it. Ugh. So we got Plague Lord, Savra, Incarnation, Dawntrader Elk, Glen Render, Doomgape. There's also a Doomed Necromancer. Pay black, sack Doomed Necromancer, return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. Cage Breakers, Runescar Demon, Gerard, Golgari Lichlord, Methodic Slime, Landwar Elf, Soul the Harvest, Slum Reaper, Golgari Thug, Golgari Grave Troll. Just all the things right now. This is, in fact, very interesting. Just the fact that he can sack my personal incarnation and have it deal 4 more points of damage to me. That's a kick to the teeth. And Gerard can just sack all the things. If he sacks the personal incarnation to both, I'm actually just dead. So, let's see. Sacrifices the Slum Reaper. Okay, so not the personal incarnation. Savra's going to be doing some shenanigans. Rune's card team is finally going to search out. Solar Harvest is going to draw him an approximate ass load of cards. Right now, the only creature that he doesn't own over there is my personal incarnation. Alright, that's right, just keep drawing cards. Draw your cards. Just do it. Just draw your cards. Let's see. Actually, what was it? Split card? I think it was a split card. Stop. Oh no. Stop. Down and dirty. There we go. It's a fuse card. Target card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay then. It is in fact a regrowth. Oh, and he was looking for a Chroma's Memorial. Ah! Oh, now he's got the Nim Death Mantle. And a reassembling skeleton. I need my moat back. Well, we are going to draw 3 planes. That gives us slightly better odds. Demonic Tutors. Mortal Kombat! Beginning of your upkeep, if 20 more creature cards are in your graveyard, you win the game. Oh boy. So Savra actually just exploded with that Rise of the Dark Realms. And now they're proceeding to drop literally as many creatures as they can. Fortunately, this is why we have Neverroll's Disc. Well, could be dead. He didn't leave anything open except for 2 swamps. Could actually just be the dead. Although I have to remember that I'm not going to have any force field up. Alright then. So, showtime. Go to auto yield. Let's see, yep. Till the land tax. Alright, so, gonna go ahead, get our lands. 1 land. 2 land. 3 land. And then we're going to go ahead and not pay for good thing they didn't have a Chroma's Memorial. Savra didn't have a Chroma's Memorial, otherwise we would actually kind of just be straight dead. So land for turn. Then 5. I'm gonna pop it. What's the worst that can happen? It's a good thing we played the disc last turn. Oh my god, all the triggers. Damia's just got an ass load of lice. Life. Not lice. Life. Do Gorgons get lice? I mean, I guess that would depend whether snakes get lice or not. So, this just happened. That's all the Nim Death Mantle triggers. I'm gonna lose 4 life on my personal incarnation. Alright, yep. I'm gonna take 4. Yep. Yep. And then we're just gonna all yield to Grim Feast. Alright then. So, still my second main phase. No! Frack! I meant to use that mana that was floating. Would have been free. That was like 6 mana. We could have had our Kashian town up. Frack. And I don't want to put down during renewal either. Yeah, I thought something like that might happen. If I wasn't careful, I just rushed it. I could have had my 4 tokens at least. Ah, well. Nomori Giant? Okay. Fomori Giant. No, it's Fomori Nomad. Ruhan the Fomori? That's interesting. And there's a sort of fire and ice. Mm-hmm. Alright then. So, skip past my blunder. Let's do it huge stack triggers. Damia is now sitting at 136 life. FML. Is Damia just going to run away with this one now that she has just an insurmountable life total? Let's see, Damia's out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. That's 5 and 7. Play one more, we can play Akashi in town. There's Gerard. We need to get Diamond Valley down. We need to get the Diamond Valley down. We need to play Enduring Renewal. And what? Really? What? I'm sorry, what? Only personal incarnate. Just my personal incarnation has betrayed me so much. Just so much. I'm trying to F6 this. I'm trying to F6 this. Come on. This is the stack. That's the stack. I'm trying to get past this. Don't make me run out of time, Moto. Friggin' Slum Reaper. Oh my god. I just oh I picked her. Stop doing this to me, Moto. Stop doing this to me, Moto. Stop. All of the triggers. I auto-yielded everything I had. Just stop. Just stop, please. Just please. I auto-yielded everything. All the things. I mean, Golgari Grave Troll. Let's sack that to Gerard. Because it was a 23-23. Where the hell did it go? Oh. He already did it. And now we're dead. Now we are at... Okay, we're finally dead. He did the smart thing. He used the Gerard. Sacked the Golgari Grave Troll. Just killed us off Gerard. Okay. Okay, I'm done. Granted, he has all the board state and stuff. Damian still has 100 life exactly. What the actual hell? And I'm sorry, folks, I can't make the field like any bigger for them. I can't. The most I can do is like prop up the window, start cycling through some of these creatures that got out there. Oh, that's art for the Avatar Woe. Chainer, Yavimaya Elder, Giant Adafage, Ant Queen, Shambling Shell, Slum Reaper, Tokens, Reassembly Skeleton, Runescarred, Metallic Slime again, Landward Elf, Soul Harvest, Golgari Thug, Cage Breakers, Doom Necromancer, Glen Crawler, Dawn Treader Elk, Savra, Phyrexian Plague Ward. Oh my god! I yielded to all the triggers, I still died. And there's the Black Sun Zenith. To remelt everything. Well, I don't have to worry about keeping track of those triggers anymore. So I'm not going to worry about it. Interesting to note that Savra did get her Urborg down. So I guess that's part of how she was able to make so much stupid mana. So, okay. Black Sun Zenith completely wiped Savra's board. Savra's only got like a minute and a half left. Damia's at over 100 life. Add in the fact that Savra should have like just a perfect 7. Yeah, if Savra had a little more time, she might have won this. Meanwhile, Damia's still at 5.5. She needs to actually drop something that can win though. Just to help validate this as a victory. Damia, what do you got for us? What do you got, Dami? Damia the Lamia. Okay, restore. Getting back of a suit. Is that a suit? Yeah, Fasuva as a copy of the Cabal Coffers. That's fine. What else? Let's see. Debating the 40 minutes to 20 minutes. Alright, so Savra back. Of course, sacking some lands, getting back Gerard. Gerard's at 23-23. That's not nearly enough, though. So there's the Doomgape. I wouldn't mind putting a little more time on the counter. Closer to like 30. 30 might be fine. And as we get down to the timer, it looks like Savra's not going to be able to pull in like the 20 seconds she needs. Although, with all that power out now, I believe Savra actually would have gotten there. So, wow. And that's it. That's the time. So, thank you all, everyone for watching game number 3. Let's go ahead and head to our deck tech wrap-up.